Thank you. Members of the 343rd, you made it. It's graduation day. Since your first day, I have spent countless hours trying to figure out what to say to you today, knowing I was going to have to stand up here in front of all your friends, families, colleagues, supervisors, and give a speech. I was trying to think of something profound, meaningful, emotional, inspirational, maybe a little humorous. But only one phrase has come to mind. It's thank you. Thank you for choosing the path that many don't choose. Most people come home every day from a long day at work and take it for granted. But for you all, coming home from a long shift means success. Most people in this world do not understand that. You have accepted that challenge, and your communities are going to be better for that. So again, thank you. Thank you for all the hard work you've put in through the last 14 weeks. As you've learned and as you can attest to now, this training is not a gimme. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes becoming a student of this craft to become good at it. I consider myself lucky to have been on the front row and watched you all throughout these last 14 weeks learn that. And while today is a momentous occasion, please don't stop learning. Again, become a student of this craft. These 14 weeks are not going to be the only learning opportunities you have in law enforcement. Whether that's lessons learned the hard way, FTO, or other trainings, don't stop learning. Never stop trying to do better. Also, don't let this stage be the last time that you ever think about or talk to the person to the left or right of you. Know that you now have a connection through shared experiences, but also through your profession. Remember to lean on each other and be there to be leaned on when needed. Finally, congratulations again. I could not be more proud of this group and wish you all the success. I would now like to invite Director of Programs Doug Schrader to the podium to introduce today's guest speaker.
Good afternoon. I'm honored and privileged to introduce our guest speaker today. It is Representative Mike King. Mike King is a fourth-generation Kansan to live on a family farm just outside of Heston. Nearly 100 years ago, Representative King's grandfather moved from farming and carpentry to a full-time construction across the state, planting that seed that Representative King has followed. King owned a Central Kansas construction company for more than 20 years and sold the company in 2012. Serving as the Kansas Secretary of Transportation from 2012 to 2016, King also led the Kansas Department of Transportation, and his duties expanded to Director of the Kansas Turnpike Authority in 2013. Representative King has served in the Kansas House of Representatives since 2025, newly elected, and he represents the 74th District. Representative King and his wife Peggy have 4 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Representative King.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. Graduates, thank you for the privilege to be able to be here in front of you today, and to all the support that you have out there. What an amazing group of support that you have. Take a minute, cherish what you have out there. This is what's going to help reinforce your first years in the coming years, and just really, really appreciative of everyone to be here. Okay, here, Barbara, you get about ready, because I have her pegged to be able to laugh, because I need one laugh in the speech here. So what I'm going to do here is talk for 6 minutes, and there's a reason why the 6-minute talk. So I'm not very funny. Yeah, the Barbara laughed there. I want to keep it short. It's not about me, it's about the graduates. So today I want to talk about something that every law enforcement officer shares, the uniform. More than just fabric and badges, your uniform is a powerful symbol. It represents first trust, it represents nonverbal communication, and it represents accountability. Those are the three things that we're going to highlight today. The three pillars that will define your service and your legacy. The uniform is a visible symbol of trust. When you put on your uniform, you become an instantly recognizable figure in your community. That visibility is not just about authority, it's about reassurance. For generations, people have looked at the uniformed officer for help, guidance, and protection. Your uniform tells the world, I am here to serve. I am someone you can turn to in times of need. But trust is not automatic. It is earned through your actions, your character, and your consistency. The uniform is a daily reminder that you carry the hopes and expectations of those you serve. When a child sees you in uniform and feels safe, or when a neighbor waves as you patrol their street, that is trust in action. Your uniform is the bridge between law enforcement and the community, a visible promise that you will act with integrity and fairness. It is designed to inspire confidence, to reassure in distress, and yes, to deter those that would break the law. Research shows that people are more likely to comply with a request from someone in uniform and even curb illegal or disruptive behavior simply by seeing an officer's uniform in the area. Second pillar, nonverbal communication, the power of presence. Before you say a single word, your uniform speaks for you. It signals authority, yes, but also responsibility and professionalism. In tense or chaotic situations, your calm presence in uniform can de-escalate a conflict, restore order, and provide comfort. People look to you for cues on how to react. Your posture, your demeanor, your attentiveness are all amplified by the uniform you wear. Research has also shown that people respond differently to officers in uniform. They are more likely to comply with lawful instructions, more likely to seek assistance, and more likely to feel that order will be restored. Your uniform is a tool for communication as much as your voice or your badge. It tells people that you are trained, prepared, and accountable. Which leads us to the last pillar, accountability. The uniform sets you apart, but it also makes you visible and identifiable. Every action you take while wearing it is open to public scrutiny. And I think we've seen that a little in the past, and we have these things here. So um, it is a public scrutiny event. This is not a burden, it is a privilege. It means you are trusted to uphold the law and to do so with fairness and compassion. Accountability is the foundation of public trust. Excuse me. When you wear the uniform, you accept a higher standard of conduct. You are saying, judge me by my actions, hold me to account. This transparency is essential to the legitimacy of law enforcement. It is what allows communities to trust that you are acting in their best interests, and what allows you to be proud of the work you do. In closing, there's a legacy that has been molded since the first blue coats in London in the 1800s, the first uniform of law enforcement, to the modern uniforms that we're wearing today. It has always been a symbol of service, but its meaning is shaped by the people that wear it. That's you. That's you men and women who are wearing this today after graduation for the first time. You get to shape the direction and the legacy that you will provide through your choices, your courage, and your commitment to doing what's right. As you graduate today and prepare to serve, remember that your uniform is more than just clothing. The three pillars again: visible symbol of trust, nonverbal communication, and a badge of accountability. Wear it with pride, wear it with humility, and above all, wear it knowing that you have the power to make a difference in every life you touch. So this was about 6 minutes. So 6 minutes is about the length of time from when a call is received to when you are going to potentially be on the scene and de-escalating a situation or helping those in need. So think about that. Think about the short amount of time that we have had. Think about the training that you've had these last 14 weeks. Think about the instructors that have poured into you. Think about the classmates that have poured into you as well. Lean on those resources that you have been equipped with and go out and serve well. Be safe, and thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for those inspirational words, good words to live by. We want to present you with this portfolio with KLETC's banner on it as a thank you. Inside, you can take copious amounts of notes when you're up in Topeka.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'd like to recognize just three individuals here in our audience here today. The first one is a staff member of Dr. Marshall, Senator Marshall's office, Odalis Jimenez, field representative for Senator Roger Marshall. Thank you for being here and supporting us. Secondly, we have never considered having a come from the furthest away award because usually the furthest away is Oakley or Goodland or something like that. However, we have one student graduating today, Dylan Groom, who his parents, Anne and Joe Groom, if you would stand, have come all the way from Ireland. Thank you very much.
I might have taken part of his papers.
Oh, there it is.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry about that, buddy.
No, that's all right. Wow, that was a panicked moment. KLETC, we recognize student officers who excel in various professional skill sets throughout their basic training course. For the 343rd, we'll start with fitness. Fitness being a key component in an officer's life. Not only helps them deal with daily stresses they'll face, but it also aids in supporting a healthier lifestyle and enables them to better mitigate the dangers they may encounter. During their time at KLETC, all student officers of the 343rd have remained active and engaged in a fitness routine. However, there are a few students that we will recognize today for receiving the Fitness Award. These student officers have successfully completed the following. Successfully completed all academic performance and skills testing, along with completing 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, running 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less during their final performance assessment. And they also must have logged 200 miles or more of running outside of the normal required activities. I'd ask the students to stand when I call your names. Serena Armenta, the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. Lane Collins, Derby Police Department. Henry Heasterman, Harvey County Sheriff's Office. Brianna Johns, Norton Police Department. Zachary Williams, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. And Stephen Zelnicker, Dickinson County Sheriff's Office. Congratulations. You may be seated. I'd now ask Officer Lane Collins and Brianna Johns to come up here to the podium with me. During a fitness award challenge, Officer Lane Collins not only exceeded the 200 miles as required, but he logged the most miles, a little over 299 miles throughout the last 14 weeks. For his efforts, he's being awarded the Fitness Award. Congratulations. Officer Brianna Johns is the most improved throughout her 14 weeks. She's also being awarded the Fitness Medal as well for being the most improved officer in physical activity and performance. KLETC also recognizes student officers who have excelled in academics during their time here. Student officers who have achieved the following criteria will be graduating with academic honors. That includes 90% or greater overall written GPA, a 90% or greater written final, a 90% or greater on overall performance GPA, and a 90% or greater overall performance and final test scores. They also must have completed at minimum 100 miles walking or running outside of normal activity, along with receiving no disciplinary actions. When I call your name, come up to the podium for me. Officer Lane Collins. Zachary Williams. And Stephen Zelnicker. It is now time for the class president, Lane Collins, to address and give us a few brief remarks. Class president.
Good afternoon to our families, friends, instructors, distinguished guests, and my fellow graduates of Class 343. I am humbled for being nominated and elected by the class to represent them. Today marks not just the end of a challenging chapter in our lives, but the beginning of something far greater. It's a day that represents everything we've worked for, everything we've overcome, and everything we're about to become. We've made it. We've pushed through the physical tests, mental battles, and personal struggles to reach this moment. And while this ceremony symbolizes our graduation, let us be clear about one thing. We aren't just leaving the academy today. We are stepping into our calling. I know that when we first walked through these doors, we were each filled with a mix of excitement, anxiety, and uncertainty. We didn't fully understand what the journey ahead would look like, but we knew we had made the right choice. From the first day, we were told that this profession isn't for the faint of heart. We were reminded that the badge we're wearing doesn't just represent authority, it represents a responsibility to our communities, our families, and ourselves. It represents a decision to stand up when others might step back, to act when others hesitate. And we said yes. To my fellow graduates, class 343, let's take a moment to recognize you guys. Not everyone has the courage to choose this path, but you did. And as we look around today at the faces of the men and women beside us and in front of us, we can see the strength, resilience, and heart that it takes to wear this badge. We've all been tested. We've all been pushed to our limits, but all of y'all are still here. Yes, there are moments of doubt. Yes, there are moments when we felt like we couldn't go another mile, couldn't hold that stance for one more second, or couldn't finish that last practical. But each time we stumbled, we helped each other up. Each time we struggled, we also leaned on one another. We learned that we are stronger together, stronger as a class, and stronger as a team. We as a class always knew how to keep the mood light, even when things got tough. The bonds we built here aren't just about shared sweat and struggles, they're about the shared values. We all came here because we wanted to make a difference. We all came here because we knew that there was a higher calling to serve and protect. But as we move forward, let us not forget that the real journey starts now. In the days and weeks ahead, the real challenges will come not just in the form of physical endurance or technical skills, but in the way we approach every encounter. When we walk into a community, we will be the face of authority. We will be the ones who are called to de-escalate, to listen, to serve with compassion, empathy, and respect. We will be the ones who stand firm when the world is uncertain, when things get messy, and when people look for us to have the answers. And while we've learned tactics, the laws, and the codes, and techniques, what will define us most is how we live by them. It's about how we treat people, how we show up in the moments that matter most, and stay true to the values we've learned here. I want to take a moment to express our sincerest gratitude to Instructor Long. From the very beginning, you've been a beacon of knowledge, patience, and unwavering support. You didn't just teach us the facts and techniques. You shared your wisdom and experience in a way that encouraged us to think critically and act with a purpose. When things got tough, you were always there, not with harsh words, but with encouragement and guidance, helping us see that we were capable of more than what we realized. Your calm demeanor and steady leadership gave us the confidence to push through the most challenging moments of this academy, and your belief in us never wavered. We are better officers because of you, and we will carry the lessons you've taught us about integrity, compassion, and professionalism into every part of our careers. Thank you for always having our backs, for being a mentor we could rely on, and for helping us get to the point with a sense of pride and purpose. Thank you, Instructor Long. To all the other instructors, thank you. Thank you for the lessons you've imparted, the challenges you pushed us through, and the wisdom you shared. You didn't just train us to be officers, you trained us to be leaders. You showed us what it means to lead with integrity, to be brave even when it's difficult, and to never lose sight of why we chose this path in the first place. Also, I would like to show our gratitude to not only Derby Police Department, but to all the police, I would like to show our gratitude not only Derby Police Department, but to all the departments here that sponsored every single police officer here. Your trust and support have opened the door for us to pursue a meaningful and impactful career in law enforcement. We are deeply appreciative of the chance to learn, grow, and serve under your guidance. And to our families and loved ones, thank you. You've been our pillars. You stood by us through the long hours of study, physical training, and sacrifice. You've listened to our frustrations, cheered on our success, and held us up when we felt unsure. Today, we celebrate not only our success, but yours as well. Without your love and support, we wouldn't be here. Now let me speak directly to my fellow graduates of Class 343. This is where the real work begins. We spent months learning how to handle a baton, how to drive under pressure, how to make arrests, and how to think on our feet. But what's even more important is the work we've done here on the inside. We've developed the heart of a servant, the courage of a protector, and the mind of a problem solver. We are now part of something bigger than ourselves. We are part of a profession that has been called to serve, to protect, and to make our communities a safer place for those who cannot protect themselves. That responsibility is heavy, but it also makes this job one of the most meaningful callings on the planet. So to Class 343, I ask you to remember this. The badge you wear is a symbol of service, not power. The gun you carry is a tool of protection, not aggression. The uniform you wear is not about who you are above others. It's about who you are for others. Let's be the officers who lead with respect, who listen before we speak, who act with wisdom before we act with force. Let's be the ones who build relationships with our communities, not just enforce laws. Let's be the officers who stand with integrity, who uphold justice, and who protect the vulnerable without hesitation. Let's not get complacent in anything we do. We owe it to our brothers and sisters in arms that are here and those that are not. We owe it to that little kid who is looking up to us. We owe it to our families who expect us to come home every night. And we owe it to our community to be that shining beacon of light. So if you come across peers who don't want you to do your best, ignore them. Do not fall into that complacent mindset. So, to the heroes who stand beside me and in front of me, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering dedication, your endless effort, and your commitment to this profession. I'm proud to have stood beside each of you on this journey, and I'm even prouder to walk into the future as part of this family. Congratulations, Class 343. Stay safe, and let's get to work.
It's my pleasure on behalf of KLETC administration and staff to present you with this plaque as an appreciation and recognition of your being nominated and voted president of your class. Thank you. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of our training and our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during our time here at the KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes a great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered the position of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over their communities. I'll now ask Class President Lane Collins to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
Class, please rise. Oath. On my honor,
I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
recover.
You may be seated. In a few moments, you'll be presented with a challenge coin. The challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful and given to someone as a reminder of what they have accomplished or to confirm membership into an organization. This coin today will recognize you as a graduate of KLETC. I ask you to carry it with you as a reminder of lessons learned and friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of the coin, you'll find the oath that each of you affirmed moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it has truly been my honor to be your class coordinator and a very small part in your journey. I wish you nothing but success. I'll now ask KLETC Basic Training Administrator Jeff Oslin to join me on stage to present the members of the 343 with their certificates while I present each of you with a challenge coin. Class President Lane Collins will announce the names.
Front row, please stand. Aaron Allen, Goddard Police Department. Serena Armenta, Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. Lance Doherty, Phillips County Sheriff's Office. Michael Farney, Barton County Sheriff's Office. Dylan Groom, Augusta Department of Public Safety. Tyler Hall, Parsons Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Henry Heasterman, Harvey County Sheriff's Office. Brianna Johns, Norton Police Department. Brian Johnson, University of Kansas Police Department. Stephen Jolly, Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. Jeffrey Postier, Wilson County Sheriff's Office. Drew Sattler, Harvey County Sheriff's Office. Brent Summers, Leavenworth County Sheriff's Office. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Henry Thibodeau IV, Leavenworth Police Department. Amori Thomas, Edwardsville Police Department. Sean Veretti, Wichita State University Police Department. Zachary Williams, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Quenisha Wright, Goodland Police Department. Stephen Silnicker, Dickinson County Sheriff's Office.
And Lane Collins from the Derby Police Department. Third row, return to your seats. Please be seated. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for coming here and supporting these young men and women as they start this career. It means so much to them to see that you're here. I love the children in the audience. I love the noise. The family's support is so amazing. We appreciate that so much. Thank you for the administrators and the departments that are here to support them as they start this journey. It's great to know that their administrators have their back starting here on day one. So appreciate that so much. I'm going to ask the 343rd to please stand. On behalf of Vice Provost and Director of Police Training, Darren Beck, I hereby certify that all of you have completed all the requirements for certification to be a police officer in the state of Kansas. And for the words they've been waiting 14 weeks to hear, class dismissed. We're good. That's a cut. All right.